State Representative Melissa Sargent, and this is what's happening in 321 West. It was another happening week in the Capitol building where I had the opportunity to meet with environmentalists, conservationists, green energy advocates, as well as school children about how their voice matters in the lawmaking process. I was especially heartened in my conversations with kids about how important youth voice is in democracy. On Friday, I was honored to stand side by side with folks as we took time to remember workers who did not come home on Workers' Memorial Day. Clearly, Wisconsin can be doing better for workplace safety protections. Earlier in the week, I was joined by my amazing colleagues, Representatives Berceau, Subek, and Taylor, as we announced the formation of the Wisconsin Coalition for Gun Safety. Clearly, Wisconsin needs to be doing more and better to address the public health epidemic of gun violence in Wisconsin. We were proud to be joined by law enforcement, healthcare providers, moms and dads, and clergy, as well as many other people, to affirm our commitment to addressing gun violence in our communities. I was proud to sign on to a very good piece of legislation, Made in America. This bill, simply put, says, hey, state of Wisconsin, when you're investing in public works projects, make sure that you're purchasing goods that were made in America. Very good piece of legislation. Bad piece of legislation coming up before the State Assembly on Tuesday. Normally, I'll focus on a piece of legislation that was just introduced, but this bill, SB 76, or the High Capacity Well Bill, is going to be before the State Assembly on Tuesday. And this is a bill that allows corporations to drill down into our Wisconsin's aquifers and take more than their fair share of water. This is a bad piece of legislation, pitting corporate interests over the public good. And if you have not reached out to your elected officials to voice your opposition, there is still time, because we will be hearing this bill in the Assembly on Tuesday. There was a very ugly piece of legislation introduced by the Republicans that will protect hate speech on our UW system campuses, both 2-year and 4-year campuses. This is another example of the Republicans' war on knowledge, and another example where they're chipping away at the Wisconsin idea. Clearly bad, and we need to stay vigilant and stand against this piece of legislation. We also, in my office, finalized a document that we've been working on called Democracy 101 since the November elections, because of conversations with many of you, asking, how is it that I can be more involved in democracy in the state of Wisconsin? Well, we've come up with 10 steps that you can take to help raise your voice and raise your awareness in your government. And I look forward to being able to provide you with a document in my office as well as online. So look forward to seeing more on Democracy 101. And that's what's happening on 321 West.